Recording has started.
Don't be a Skyrim fanboy, Rico. They've released it too many times.
It can't be released enough. It can't be released enough. Guys, here we go. 44. It's like New Year's Eve, but it's a little better. Thank you for the host, though, Shin, man. I really do appreciate that.
I'm gonna pull Alex in the thing. Watch it does fucking load. Excuse me.
Here we go, guys. 20 seconds. I love how Alex goes, I'm gonna go do a quick comp match. Yeah, okay, Alex.
That was half an hour ago. Probably forgot.
Probably did. Todd Howard grows stronger with every Skyrim release. Here we go, guys. We're starting.
Oh my god. There's gonna be some cutscene. Just wait.
Yeah, I'm prepared. I'm prepared. Here we go.
Well, Kariki, you can't watch this. Close your eyes.
Here we go. Here we go. Initial review. Oh, shit.
I see a familiar place. Haunted by shadows.
Just trying to sit and take it in.
Shadows that spread across the lands. Seeking to rule over all. In the darkened remains of my home.
Your home needs you now more than
Oh, shit.
Okay, thank God.
Alex, don't say a word.
Woo.
Welcome back.
Oh, it's Summerset. It was Summerset. All right, it's just Summerset. I had it right.
What?
Stop. There's a cutscene. You're literally missing it.
Hey, I'm Matt Fyror. I'm the game director
No,
of
I'm
Elder Scrolls
watching it,
Online
watching it.
at ZeniMax Online Studios.
I'm gonna turn it up, guys.
You've just seen the worldwide premiere teaser trailer for the Elder Scrolls Online Summerset, the next chapter for the Elder Scrolls Online coming this June. We're going to share a lot more information about this chapter over the next few months, including some gameplay trailers and a full-length launch trailer. But before I go into Summerset, let me talk a little bit about ESO as it is
Let's
today.
do it.
2017 was the best year ever for the game. With Morrowind, Clockwork City, all the other DLCs we released, we couldn't be happier with where the game is right now. And as you can see from the announcement of Summerset, we have no plans of slowing down.
Good.
With the release of Summerset, players journey to the home of the Altmer, the High Elves, for the first time since Elder Scrolls Arena back in 1994. The Second Era is a great time to explore Summerset. Queen Ayrenn has opened the borders to outsiders for the first time in the island's history. But open borders cause trouble, and Razumdar, the loyal eyes of Queen Ayrenn, once again needs your help to investigate some seemingly random events and uncover the sinister threats behind them. There's mystery, intrigue, and a deadly plot hatched by supernatural forces that must be solved in order to save the High Elves. Summerset Isle is visually stunning. It's the oldest continuous civilization in Tamriel, and one that hasn't been shown for decades in an Elder Scrolls game. Our team has created a deep, detailed, rich world for you to explore.
It looks lit.
It's really amazing. Today, we're going to go over a lot of in-depth information about Summerset and what it brings to the world of Elder Scrolls Online. And stick around, because at the end of the show, we'll premiere the first gameplay trailer as well.
Oh, sick.
But none of this would be possible without you, the best and most awesome community in online gaming. Thank you so much. We wouldn't be here without you. Looking forward to seeing everyone in Summerset.
Hell yeah, guys.
Of course it's Rich.
You to Matt there.
Oh, the same girl from Morrowind. Oh, no.
So we're going to Somerset Islands, but I got to see you here a year ago, the last time we talked. We went to Morrowind. We got to see Vardenfell and all that. What's been going on with the Elder Scrolls Online for the last year?
Well, as you just saw, last year was one of the best years we've ever had. We're committed to that quarterly updates. We continue to improve and build upon the game. We released Homestead, which was the new housing addition to the game. We had obviously Morrowind, which was exceptionally well received by players. It was that nostalgic return back to the original Test 3 game that, for most people was their start in Elder Scrolls. We also had the Horns of the Reach, the Dungeon DLC, and then we finished the year last year with Clockwork City, which was the next step in the Daedric War storyline that we've been telling over the last few updates.
That's right, and that story that we're going to be hearing more about. But now we're here at the new Summerset Isles.
We are.
Why Summerset?
Summerset affords us the opportunity to change kind of the narrative a little bit in Elder Scrolls. It is a lot more high fantasy, more high magic. This is the home of the High Elves.
Right. Rumored to be the birthplace of magic.
Absolutely right.
It's not
and so it's this old ancient land that was, first settled by the ancient elves way back, ages past. And so over the ages, the elven culture has been able to mold and shape the island in their own image.
Right, and the juxtaposition going from Morrowind, which is, the giant volcano, a bit more bleak and everything, and the changes to Summerset. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. So it's like I said, it's a lot more high magic. It's a little bit brighter. It's more cultivated. The architecture is this soaringly tall, almost impossibly tall architecture. Where you really get an amazing sense of just
telling you right now
how
there's gonna be a dungeon
skilled and talented the
released
Altmer are
during this
in
that has
crafting
way too many
the
stairs.
things that they care about.
Right, it's their world is so manicured.
Yes.
Everything seems like it was placed there on purpose.
Yep, and that's the Altmer culture, right? They are definitely they follow the rules. They think their culture is, and the way they do things are the way everything should be done.
Right. Well, you guys said 2017 was your best year, and all the players coming from the original game and Morrowind and all these chapters that you're adding, how do they jump into this? How do they jump into Summerset?
So this is a chapter, and we're a little bit different than other games. And chapters aren't just for veteran players. We have a new player experience as well for this, so anybody can get in and play the game.
We'll have another game.
With Summerset, we have a brand new tutorial that gets you into the story right away and makes you feel like you're instantly a part of the story. And
so they're going to let us make a new character and start in Summerset like we could start in Morrowind?
As you're kind of progressing through, you get a sense of the scale and majesty of the world. And then as an existing player, you can just take your character and go in and continue the story that you've already started learning over the course
so the same situation for Morrowind.
Right. 10 beers, guys. Thank you.
Great. So this is good for new or old players alike.
Yep.
And let's talk a little bit more about the history of Summerset. Like you're saying, it's the old
statue,
Isles, the Altmer leading into the Altmer. They have such a rich history. Is that a little difficult getting into?
Yes. Elder Scrolls was first released in 1994, so that's what, 20 some odd years?
Elder Scrolls Arena?
Elder Scrolls Arena.
Right.
I kind of want to get it just so I can sneak it right next to my
yeah,
boss
there's all
next year.
kinds of lore over the years, and you really have to go digging to figure out, what's true or not, because that's part of the magic of the lore is there's multiple accounts of things, and everybody kind of tells their own side of it.
Oh, so did you just hear that? Basically, all the lore in Elder Scrolls can just be lies.
I mean, not just that, but between the games
so they're
of
explaining it.
Skyrim and Elder Scrolls Arena and Morrowind, you have like 1,000 years of story that you have to fix it all into. There's just a lot of rich history here, and I believe we have a video talking a little bit more about some
let's go.
Isles. Let's check
see
that out.
it. Yeah, let's go. Artwork in this game never ceases to amaze.
The Summerset Isles were the first Tamriel that was by the ancient elves from the legendary land of Old
Found a hobo on the
Laris.
side of the street and
The
said, "You're the
elves
war
that
master."
settled on Summerset then diverged and went off into the continent of Tamriel to become the Wood Elves and the Dark Elves and so forth. But the ones who stayed behind and revered and cherished their ancient culture became the Altmer, the High Elves, the elves that we see today in Summerset.
You can see
royal city
the
of
ley
Elrond,
lines.
and the island of Artaeum.
Wow, that looks fine.
The High Elves are very controversial people. They're xenophobic, they're pompous and pretentious and condescending. They are very much rule followers. They do the norm. They do whatever their ancestors did, and they do it happily. That's why they're so protective of it. This is their foothold into Tamriel, the very first mark of their culture.
True.
The Altmer do have a certain way of living, and that promotes beauty and harmony, and I think that really shows as you explore the island.
The elves really don't feel like they're part of Tamriel. They feel like they want to ascend to be with the Aedra, which is where they feel like their birthright places them.
Yep.
So aesthetically, we wanted to show that.
Right.
We wanted to show, the stratification of elven civilization.
Sorry, for anyone,
if that's the capital city, that looks lit.
It's been kind of this unbroken.
If anyone's wondering why I say certain things, I'm kind of a lore buff, so like, anytime they say something correct, I'm just gonna be like, "Yep, that's right." Like they're doing it. Looks amazing. Looks absolutely amazing, guys. I'm so excited. This looks worth $40. I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's such a beautiful land there, and you were talking about the tall city and everything. Mm-hmm. Tell me a little bit about the places that you can explore in Summerset Isles.
So on Summerset, we kind of run the gambit of all the different things you can do. There is the House of Reveries, which is the most important acting troupe on the island. You wouldn't really think the Altmer do that kind of stuff, but that's part of their culture. Whatever they put their minds to, they want to be the best at it.
Right.
You get to explore the city of Alinor, which is the capital city. That's, in that video, you got to see the really tall, sprawling architecture. You get to wander around and you get to explore Artaeum, the island of Artaeum as well.
Right, Artaeum, that's where the Sigic Order is.
There
right?
you go.
It is.
But the Sigic Order is kind of a confusing thing. They've been hidden in the past, and I think you kind of heard about them in Skyrim a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. They're definitely reclusive. They are in the other Elder Scrolls games, and they essentially think of themselves as the founders of magic, of mortal magic, I guess. They're the precursors to the Mages Guild, and really they're mostly concerned about
Sigic Order skill line
and
confirmed.
bending it
sick.
and trying to figure out exactly how the world works.
Right, and you said that we get to go to their island.
We do. We get to go to their island. Hundreds of years before our time period, all of the Sigic monks were recalled back to Artaeum, and the island just disappeared. We don't know where they went. We don't know why they disappeared, but they're gone. And you get to go to the island to meet them and learn.
I'm loving the fact that there's so many videos.
And I think we actually have another video for us to learn a little bit more about the Sigic Order. Let's check it out.
Here we go, Sigic Order.
Artaeum is the island that vanished. It's also the home of the Sigic Order.
The Sigic Order are a reclusive society of monastic mages who keep themselves away from the hurly-burly and conflict of the mortal world, preferring to study the esoteric origins of magic and mysticism.
Their knowledge and understanding of magic goes much further back in time than that of the magic practiced by the Mages Guild.
Major skill line.
They have some of the most powerful magic in Tamriel, and they're all about bending the natural magic of the world rather than creating their own.
What?
They want to make Tamriel a better
Tamriel
place.
great again?
More about balance and learning and less about showy power.
Unlike the Mages Guild, the Sigics do not play a part in everyday life of the people of Tamriel. They're very reclusive. Your average person in Tamriel would probably never even see a Sigic monk.
Now, during the First Era, some of the Sigic monks left the island and offered themselves to serve as advisors to mortal rulers across Tamriel. But a few hundred years back, all of the Sigic monks were called back to the island of Artaeum. And then the island of Artaeum itself, taking all its Sigics with it, just simply vanished. Went
People in
someplace
chat are
nobody
floating
knows
the
where.
idea of spell
Nobody
crafting.
knows how, and there's been
Because
nobody
they
to ask
said
about
bending
it
magic.
until now.
So the Sigic Order, where are they? Why are they there?
We don't know.
We don't know. But tell me a little bit more about the Sigic Order. It's not just a part of a quest.
It's not. So the Sigic Order plays a really important role in the main story of Summerset. Because they are so important to the lore, what we wanted to do was really allow players to explore and really learn as much as they could about the Order. You actually, for the first time ever in Elder Scrolls, get to join the Sigic Order.
There it is.
Ooh.
Yeah, and when you do, they will actually teach you a new combat-oriented skill.
There it is, combat-oriented skill line. All right.
Anybody can join the Sigic Order. And the beauty of that is it allows you to take the character that you are in love with, the one that you've spent all your time and effort building up, and then you can just use the Sigic Order skills with that so that you're not starting over.
Do you mind talking about that skill line a little bit?
Sure. So it's 5 active abilities. There's 5 passive abilities and an ultimate. and we have morphs for those as well. So it's like your traditional kind of skill line, but these skills are all themed around the Psijic Order themselves, who are masters of mysticism and time. So they give you new ways of doing damage.
One sec.
Time reversal. It's going to be Tracer's flashback.
Ooh, oh, manipulating time?
You do. You get to manipulate some
Manipulate time?
Can I ask how, or is that something that we want the players to kind of like get into and learn themselves?
I'll give an example.
Yeah, give us
So one of my favorite abilities in the skill line is, well, right now it's called Undo. It will probably get a fiction pass at some point in the near future, but this skill works like it sounds. It rewinds time back 4 seconds ago.
Oh, that's so
Wait, what?
So what it does is it takes your
it's
health,
literally
your stamina,
recall
your magic,
for
and the
Tracer.
location you were 4 seconds ago,
Oh my God.
and rewinds you back to that location. And it's got
They
this
literally
really
just
cool
added-
kind of
yeah,
animation
so
that
many
goes
people are
through, so
spamming
it
Tracer in
feels
chat.
like you're playing with time.
That's interesting.
It's awesome. It's a little bit frightening because our players are really good at doing.
Yeah, good call, Rich.
I'm really excited about this ability and the skill line in general.
And do they have to go to Artaeum to get into that skill line?
They do. You have to go to Artaeum, which you will work your way through there as part of the main storyline. And then you will have to do, the way you kind of level this skill line up is by doing
it's
a
quest-based.
number of different
Thank
types of
goodness I
quests
don't
in
find
the
it goddamn
Psijic Order. So not
Roblox.
only are you working with them in the main story, but there's also a little bit of a side story that kind of tells you why they're back and teaches you, or you help them as well.
Awesome. And I just want to remind
See, this
everyone in
sucks,
chat
'cause
right
that
now
means
that
no
we're
new
talking
class.
about the next chapter, The Elder Scrolls Online, Summerset Isles. And if you want to read more information about it, you can go to theelderscrollsonline.com.
Yep.
Great, for more information, because they're going to be releasing a few articles about the fine details of this new patch.
Yeah, there's loads of information to try and digest on this, and we can't put it all in the short announce. So yeah, there'll be lots of articles. We'll talk a lot more about this stuff.
It's great. I mean, the players have been sort of expecting this. I think Sotha Sil at the in Clockwork mentions the Psijic Order.
He does.
So it's been sort of alluded to from a year ago.
Yep.
So
Yeah, we weren't very subtle. I think some people will say Summerset is kind of the worst kept secret, which is fine. I mean, we're really excited about it.
yeah, it builds anticipation, and I think the fans are excited as well. Let's do a quick recap before we go.
Oh, it might be, guys. Come on.
Which is the main island of Summerset. It's also Artaeum. Together, there's more explorable space than Morrowind.
Wow.
So this is bigger than Morrowind was.
The zone.
The zone. When you put everything together, there's 30 plus hours of new just quest content in there. We have a brand new 12-player trial. It's called Cloud Rest. And Cloud Rest is the home of the Welkinar, who are the ancient defenders of Summerset.
Oh.
And they are a group of Griffin riders, which is really, really cool. And the premise here behind the trial is the Welkinar have gone silent. They've kind of disappeared and nobody knows why. And so you get called in to kind of go in and try and figure out what's going on with that. In addition, and I can't believe I forgot to talk about this up to this point, we've added jewelry.
Yes!
Oh, okay. Well, let's talk a little bit about jewelry crafting.
So jewelry crafting works like the other kind of durable crafting skill lines. So like blacksmithing, like woodworking, in that there's a number of passive abilities that make your jewel crafting better. But at its core, what jewelry crafting does is allows you to craft and upgrade jewelry.
Yes.
Players have been asking for this basically since the launch of the game.
That means no need
it
for
adds
trials.
so much more flexibility to how you kit out your character.
Okay.
It allows you to make crafted jewelry now. So for those of you that
Oh my God, we can
really
make
want
crafted
that
jewelry
Hunting's
sets.
Rage jewelry, to
Hunting's
kind of-
Rage?
because you have
Dude,
another
so many
set of
options.
jewelry and you
All
can
the options.
search now. And while we were adding to the jewelry crafting system, we wanted to make jewelry more robust. Right now in the base game, there's really only 3 different traits that can go on jewelry. So
We're getting
it's,
more traits.
A
They're
healthy,
adding more traits.
a robust, and an arcane. So health, stamina, magic. So they kind of feel like stat sticks.
6. Oh, boy.
And we've fleshed out more of those, and we've added 6 new traits.
Ooh, any
to jewelry
passive
as well.
traits?
No, they're built into the jewelry itself.
Bloodthirsty.
So as an example, one of the new traits is called Bloodthirsty. And what that does is as
Increased
your
execute damage.
target gets low on health, you start to do more damage to the target. So It's kind of this interesting trade-off of, do I take more damage and say, like,
this literally
execute
just turned the game upside down.
Or do I go with the extra stats? And so that's the goal of really adding more.
So much more theory crafting.
Jewelry crafting system is to give players a little bit more opportunity to tune and tweak things.
Well, that's such a cool thing about Elder Scrolls Online is that it's not just here's like, the 3 trees you can do. You can build your character however you want.
Anyway.
Yeah.
If you want to be that, fireball, wielding mage in, that traditional mage, you can do that. But if you want to wear heavy armor and do something else, you can do that as well. It's really up to you how you play your character.
Rich, thank you so much for showing us everything the newest chapter
is
of
deeply
Summerset.
hurt.
But let's talk a little bit about release date.
Yep.
And what's going to be coming out and what people can buy.
Yeah, I guess everybody's excited about a release date.
Yeah.
So we're targeting a global launch on all platforms of June 5th.
PC, Mac, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4, June 5th.
Yes. There will be an early access period for PC starting May 21st.
Ooh.
So very, very soon.
Yeah, 2 months away.
We will also obviously have a PTS cycle for the public test server to get it into testing. Right now we're targeting April-ish. So again, right around the corner, we have a ton of stuff to do here.
Oh, speaking of right around the corner, you guys have a free play period.
We do. It's actually starting now.
Yeah, right around the corner.
Right now, we have a free-to-play event going on all platforms. So it really is a great time to get in and start playing the game.
Yeah, if you guys are watching right now, for those of you that aren't the fans that have been here for a long time, and if you maybe want to check out ESO, it's free right now. Go check it out at theelderscrollsonline.com. So, Collector's Edition. Existing players can upgrade, and new players can pick up the chapter bundled with the base game as well.
Yep.
So the Collector's Edition, or the Digital Collector's Edition is available for $59.99.
What?
You get the Blood Shadow Wraith Steed.
Which is really, really cool.
Oh, the fledgling Griffin pet. You were just talking about the Griffin Riders.
It's a really, really cute little Griffin pet. It's awesome, yeah.
And then a Divine Prosecution outfit uses
that
transmog
outfit
system.
It fits in with the outfit system that we released this year, so in Update 17, which is basically the custom costume creator for players that's based around motifs. So
we were talking about customization. People love it.
They do, and it has been a really successful start to the year with that, and so we figured we'd add that in.
I think I spend more time in character creation in most MMOs than the base game.
It's fun.
It is.
It's fun playing dress up sometimes.
A little bit, yeah. They get the emote pack, House of Reveries.
Yep, there's a series of emotes that players will love. The House of Reveries is definitely an acting troupe, and so I think they'll dig on these emotes.
The Memento Sigic Scrying Talisman.
Yeah, and that is really cool. It's basically allows you to summon your own Sigic portal. So you do this really cool kind of animation, and a portal fits inside of it.
And does it only go to Artaeum, or does it go to a location that you set up?
It's just a cosmetic thing. So
okay.
It looks really, really cool. Yeah.
And then this is for the Collector's Edition.
For the digital.
No, that was for digital.
Yep.
Now we're talking about non-digital.
Okay.
For $99.99, you can get this beautiful statue right here.
Yeah, this is Mafala, who's a Daedric prince.
Good call.
She plays a role in the main story. I think she turned out unbelievably awesome. In addition to the physical stuff, we have a Summerset map.
In-game?
In-game, there's a
89,
physical map
99.
that you
According
get.
to Gina.
Yep, it's awesome.
Oh, he said it wrong.
And then there's a really nice steelbook.
Oh god, I have to buy it.
Probably
Razumdar's
my
Journal.
favorite is Razumdar's
Your mic is
Journal.
blowing up on me
What's
for
inside
some
that
reason.
journal?
So
I'm not trying to be mean.
It's an art book,
89.
basically, but it has the musings of Razumdar in it, and also contains his report to the Proxy Queen. And the Proxy Queen is in place on Summerset right now, and ruling there, taking orders from Queen Aren, because Queen Aren is off on the mainland of Tamriel, dealing with the Three Banners War. She's leading the Eldmere Dominion in the war, so there's a Proxy Queen in her stead.
The statue on set that we're seeing right here, like we already saw, and then I guess that's it. And all the digital collector's
All the digital
edition.
stuff comes with it as well, yeah.
Nice, all the digital stuff. So there it is, your collector's edition for $99.99. And if you pre-purchase, you get the Nightmare Cinch.
Yeah, so that's another
Jeez,
big
how many
thing that
things
we're
are they
trying to
giving
do
to us
this-
if we
this year
pre-order
around is
the $99
with the release of Summerset? We have a pre-purchase incentive where you will get a mount right away for purchasing it, and you also get a bonus copy of Morrowind. So you can just get in and play right away as a new player, and you also get something really cool right away.
Nice, and I actually want to correct myself. It's
Yes,
$89.99.
you said you get
for
Morrowind
this.
if you
89,
buy
right.
this.
Oh, for the physical, yes.
Yes.
That's right.
What?
Did.
The Pocket Salamander pet.
Yep. He's a cute little salamander.
So you get the griffin and you get the salamander?
Yep, for the pre-purchase stuff.
The Court of Bedlam costume. The treasure maps. Ooh.
Yeah, the treasure maps, it's something that we do with a lot of our new content is...
You know what treasure maps
They're
are,
basically
Rich.
maps that players can go to wander around and find buried
It's like
treasure.
geocaching.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, all right. That's pretty
So
cool.
there's nothing good in them, Rich.
Sigil
They're worth
Order
nothing
Crown
to
Crate.
me.
What can they expect in there?
All kinds of really cool new loot.
But the Sigil Vault
epic
Crown
mounts,
Crates, that's going to be the next Crown Crate
there's,
season.
various consumables and other cosmetic things.
Great. And what else? What am I missing? Have I
Yeah,
missed anything?
geez.
I read a big list. I think I hit it all.
I think we covered the big bits.
Gameplay trailer. Oh,
Here we
God.
go.
Hype.
The gameplay trailer. We have a gameplay
Let's
trailer.
go, guys.
We do. Like they said at the start of the show, everyone just stay tuned because we're going to be
Wait,
showing
no,
the
we got-
first ever gameplay trailer
Yeah.
of Somerset. Rich, thank you so much for
this is
joining us.
Thank you.
Everyone,
Sorry, I want to
if you are
talk
looking
about it for a
forward to
little
this
bit.
game,
So.
go to theelderscrollsonline.com right now. Check
That was
it out.
great.
And they are doing a, starting right now, it is a free trial period.
Free trial period.
Until
Genius.
the weekend.
Yeah, until I think it's Monday.
You guys, these guys have their fucking
all
shit
the
together, man.
pre-purchase stuff should be up now. So if you're curious about how to get into Somerset, definitely go to elderscrollsonline.com and check it out.
Thank you again, and thank you all for joining us. But it's time now. Let's check out.
Let's
that
go.
trailer.
Here we go, guys. This is gonna be sick. I'm pumped for this.
Oh, Griffins.
Better be new, huh?
For centuries, the secrets of this enchanted and legendary isle have been locked away. Its beauties hidden from foreign eyes. By decree of Irene, Queen of the High Elves, the borders have been opened. Now destiny takes you to
100 mounts.
Summerset Isle.
First person thing.
Yo, that looks lit.
Wow.
Only you can find the path that will lead us from darkness.
I want a Griffin immediately.
On a mount.
Yeah, the conjured horse mounts, those look lit.
Guys,
Oh no, I want a Griffin.
that was... Is that it? Is this the end of the stream? I don't know. Let's...
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Alright, we got a lot to talk about. Yeah, Alex, I apologize, first of all. I didn't change the volume, so, like, when you and Ongoing talked, I have you guys way louder than my gameplay. So, like, people were in chat were like, who's talking in mic? It's so loud. I was like, oh, my B. Alright. Alright.
Well, there you
All
go. No new class.
So, they did exactly what I wanted them to do. No new PvP game. We didn't need that. And no new class. Instead, we got a new skill line, guys. The Sijic skill line. It works with every class. And the way we get it is through playing the story. So the reason no one played Morrowind's story, or at least I haven't played it fully yet, because there's no incentive. Now we have incentive. That was something I really wanted to see. And I'm so flippin' happy that they gave that to us. We now have incentive to go quest. That was the point. Good job. Good job. Now, jewelry crafting. Everything is going to change. Alex said it during the thing. This game just got flipped on its head, guys. As Rich said, jewelry crafting were just stat blocks. Literally, you just use them to give you more magicka, more stamina, more health, and just another set. Now, we can make Hunting's Ray's jewelry. We can make Juliano's jewelry. Like, the game is going to change. Every build is going to change. Like, I can guarantee it. Because now the combinations you can make...
It also makes it easier.
Yeah. So...
Yeah, it makes it easier to get two like, you can run two crafted sets.
Exactly. You could run Julianos, and you could run... What's another crafted set for magic? Well, no, or Seducers. Seducers, exactly. Yeah. Or you could wear Necropotence as your armor, and then to get the jewelry.
You could do Julianos, and it's the one that gives you the crit thing. Mechanical acuity.
Yeah, exactly. There's going to be so many. Oh yeah, now you can make mechanical acuity jewelry. It's guys, like I said, it's going to change the way this game is played. Way easier. Yeah, it's going to be insane. But every build's going to be flipped up, and I know this new skill line, the Sidric skill line, is going to be OP because as I made a video a couple days ago talking about ESO and how they make sort of not pay to win, but they make things really good that have a pay gate behind it, so people pay for it. This Sidric skill line is going to have some great moves, I think, for every class. And I guarantee you, the way the morphs are going to go are one stamp morph, one magicka morph. So, that's the way it's going to be. Oh, 1 sec. I got a message. Yeah, go ahead. You guys can say some shit.
It's locked behind a paywall, so like, depending on it's either gonna be really overpowered or really underpowered at first until they have a chance to balance it. That's usually how it goes. What do you think, Alex?
What? Oh, well, I mean, I don't think it's going to be overpowered because I think there's like, think about what situations where recall is going to be helpful.
Yes, but that's one skill. They didn't say every skill.
Yeah, I know. I don't think it's going to be overpowered. I think it's going to be. It might be overpowered in the beginning, but they're just going to do the same thing they usually do and just like nerf the shit out of it.
I think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be overpowered, but I think the skills are going to be really cool. I think what ESO has done recently, and the Warden, I think, capitalized on it. They make the skills look really cool. Sometimes they may say, "Hey, it's not going to be the best skill, but it's going to look really cool." So that's what the PTS is for. Exactly. Thank you for watching, by the way. Everyone who did watch, we'll be going for a little bit longer here, talking about some stuff. The jewelry crafting is, I think, the biggest thing they're bringing to this game. It's just going to kind of throw the game on its head fuck, I just totally lost my train of thought. With just build styles now. So it's going to be insane. But I don't know if there's anything else. There's going to be a new trial, which is going to be cool. And then, I mean, the land looks amazing. They've gotten pretty far in making this landmass, to be honest. When I was looking at it, it looked like they had gotten already a lot of work done. And then, guys, I'm going to be going to PAX in 2 weeks, and hopefully they'll have a demo to play there, and I'll be able to get some footage of that for you guys, and then we can talk about that as well. Because I think they're going to bring a lot of that stuff to PAX. That's why they like to get it announced before they go on their PAX run, because I know that happens all around the same time. Hello, MDK. MDK? What is MDK? Magicka. Yeah, Magicka Dragon Knight. Dude, well, that's the thing. I mean, I think Magicka builds are going to like this DLC more. And we all kind of predicted it was Summerset because I want to say Orsinium was the first chapter. It was just them testing it out. And then Morrowind, they made the chapter style. So we had a Daggerfall, Ebonheart. Now this is the Aldmeri Dominion. So,
well, that, and they also slammed it into the code. Like, there were fingerprints of this all over the code for the last, like, several releases.
Yeah, 1 sec.
I hope they had, like, more subclasses in the game. So it's just
but I don't mind adding skill lines and just making the classes more diversified. You know what I'm saying? So, like, there's only 5 classes, but then each class has 3 unique skill lines, and then we have 4 or 5, like in a year, 4 or 5 other skill lines. You can make a class and literally only use skill lines from the ones everyone has, like, use for. You know what I'm saying? You don't even need to use your own. Like, eventually, I think that's what it's going to become. And the reason I like that better is because... but a skill line can't break the game.
You're not a class.
No, but then the skill line can't... But they don't want classes, Alex. They want this game to be everyone can do everything and build it the same. That's like what an Elder Scrolls game is. Like Skyrim, there was no class.
Yeah, but they're also really big on each class having their... Like, there's a reason you take in certain classes in certain
but you heard Rich say you can do... But from the ESO developer standpoint, they're trying to make it so anyone can do anything and you can pick.
Yeah, but they also balance that with vet content.
Yeah, but if you
could just slap on some Hunting's Rage and Sword and Board and be like, yeah, I'm gonna go tank, then the game wouldn't be fun. That's part of why they do things they do.
No, I agree, but I think they're going overall for a be anything you want to be sort of gameplay style. So adding those skill lines, and the thing I like about them, regardless of if it's this or this, like the thing I like with the skill lines is it's very hard for them to be game breaking. A skill line, maybe one skill can be game breaking, but everyone has access to it. So it's you know, when everyone's special, no one is. So it won't be like, I don't think it's going to be as big of a. I think it's going to be much better received than the Warden was because instead of just a class. It's a skill line that we get to go do story and progress with, and like the skills. I mean, I think there's gonna be something for everyone in that skill line. You know what I'm saying? There'll be something for healers. There'll be something for tanks. There'll be something for damage. There'll be something for PvP. Like, I think that skill line is gonna be utilized a lot. So I like that. I like the idea of that better because it's
maybe.
I don't know. What I miss? A lot, Shin. That's a loaded question right there. But do you have any other thoughts, Alex and ongoing?
Just a little disappointed it's not a new class.
You wanted a new class?
Yeah, I wanted a new class.
Jesus.
What?
Yeah.
We want new classes?
That makes no sense to me. I don't know. Maybe
it's because if you compare it to like,
all right, 5 skills or 15.
5 skills for everyone, or 15 for a whole new class that everyone
15.
has to grind up.
All right, but here's the thing. This game compared to other like games in this genre, MMORPGs, it's just like it has really nothing to really offer when it comes to like combat.
See, I disagree. I think this is the best combat in any MMO right now.
Well, no. Like the looks and everything are beautiful, and all the skills look different, but like there's not many of them. You know.
LOL. I'm getting some loaded questions.
That makes sense.
Like if you look at like WoW, which was the dominant MMO for a very well, it still is basically the dominant MMO.
Yeah.
But there are hundreds of skills in that game.
I can probably say.
Yeah, I was gonna say thousands too. No,
there's
I know.
over-
I get where you guys are
there's
coming
over
from.
a dozen classes.
I get where you guys are coming
like-
from. I guess here's my thing. I think if they added a new class every single year, that, like, some people like playing the game and having a little bit of stasis and like getting their build down before something new comes. And I know you guys might be thinking, "Oh, a fucking year," but like I would.
Every single patch, there's something that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying adding a whole new class changes a lot of things. I think what they did with the skill line is it's a safer call, and honestly, I like it because I can add it to my favorite characters I already have. Like I think it depends on the kind of player you are. You guys both have multiple builds. Like realistically, I have one build, and I'm excited that I can add new stuff to that one build. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's why I'm more excited about a skill line than another class. And I get what you guys are saying. Another class would have been nice. But, like, in my opinion, I just still think ESO's recovering from the Warden.